Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
You are listening to Panties and Sports. This is DizzieMac and the one and only First Lady of Sports Talk, Cheryl Smith, and we got on the panel our old friend, the homie, the savvy tongue sucker, Andre Ramirez. Hey, with a lineup like this and a panel like that, we can't help but to get it started right. First Lady, what you saying?
Each week we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdies known as the teammates of the Bronco star player Von Miller reportedly want to fly far, far away when they are having team meetings. Apparently, Von leaves the team in fines for farting during team meetings. Von says it's just Mother Nature. It would be unnatural and unhealthy not to remedy the situation. Blazing Saddles, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? Well, I know what you're hearing. I mean, come on now. This story to me is so unbelievable, but I guess it's a true story because the Denver Broncos, they fined their players for farting. Now, I've heard of teams fining players for being late to meetings and fighting, but for farting, for having flashes, they have a fart tax. This story to me is the next bounty gate. It's got to be the next bounty gate. I hear all that noise in the background. I don't think we have that problem here on old Grumpy Radio.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No, we don't have that problem. But anyway, Vaughn says, they can't fine me if I get up and walk away. It's not healthy. I'm trying to tell them it's not healthy. I just sit there and I can't just sit there and hold it in. Nobody in the world does that. I just do it more than the average person. Well, Vaughn, I think you probably need to go to see a doctor to see what's going on with you while you're having all this issue. But I'm really surprised that he hasn't brought it to the players' union to impose a fine on someone for having flatulence. I mean, Greg, when most people have that problem, like DizzieMac, I know you probably just get out and walk away from the situation or you walk out of the meeting. But Vaughn, I guess he just wants to stay there and make everybody miserable. So, I don't know. This is such a funny story. What are you thinking about this, DizzieMac?
I'm thinking about get a stick up, open a window, check your shorts, man, something. Because you doing it more than normal. You'd have probably had to do a number 2 on yourself or something. But, hey, Vaughn, man, what do you eat? Beans? Greens? You eat something. You tearing it up, man, because you get the gas all over the place. I would just say people, your teammates in the meeting need to probably have some gas masks on or a clothespin when they're meeting with you in the room. What the hell are you doing? But, hey, walk away, run away, do something. Don't have your teammates sitting up there, eyes teary, bleary, can't even speak, can't even talk, coughing, choking, about to pass out. Hey, I wonder what he's been fined. Maybe what? You think, I don't know, $100 or something? I don't know. They fining him that much. I mean, that's something minor. I mean, hey, $100. I mean, it could add up, especially if he farting that much.
Yeah, he has a problem. So, say, Andre, what are you saying about this? You going to put a point spread on this? How many times he's been fined?
Oh, man,
That's an unusual one, because it kind of makes it uncomfortable in the room when someone's just ripping it. I'm just kind of curious because is it a rip or is it a silencer? Because that doesn't really Singapore play. So what are they really fighting for?
From that.
I guess when Mother Nature calls, Mother Nature calls. All right, DizzieMac, I think we've had enough of this comedy show with this issue. Let's move on to the next subject.
All right. Don't call it a comeback. I've been there for years, putting suckers up there, making the kids rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the baseball, boom, explosion, overpowered, over the competition I'm powering. Brett can shop when I make these, drop these eggs that make me call the cops. Don't you dare say, you better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest of the audience just like that. Nice competition band up, right? I'ma just knock you out. I'ma just knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. We're not talking about Bruce Lee. Yeah. Jackie Chan. Yeah. Or Jet Li. Yeah. We're talking about the knockout punch. Law enforcement has landed from several countries, and the president of the FIFA board members for corruption and bribes. Put the envelope away. Put the envelope away. The man in charge of the world's largest sporting organization are looking more like a group of mafiosos than professionals, upholding the integrity of a sport that is beloved by billions of people. Lucky Luciano, Vito Corleone, Alphonse Capone are asking, what you saying? Well, we know corruption is all over the place. Hey, it's not just in Chicago where they go early and often. It's FIFA. Who knew? Who thought that soccer would be caught up in this? But if you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong, and you got to be outed as a unsavory type. And a sport that is loved by billions across the world, all the friendlies. I was watching the USA play the Netherlands yesterday, beat them. I was like, yeah, in my favorite city, Amsterdam. I don't know. But if you do it wrong, they're going to find you. And they found them. So, First Lady, it just shows no sport is safe from corruption.
Well, DizzieMac, it was the downfall of Don Corleone of soccer, Seth Blatter, finally came to fruition. I mean, even though he was reelected to the president's position, he resigned 4 days later. And everybody knows that FIFA organization was dealing in shady business. It was just that no one really could prove it until the United States got involved. They followed the money. If you ever want to find corrupt and crime, you have to follow the money. And so the crux to this whole scandal really is the situation with South Africa paying $10 million to FIFA to allegedly secure the 2010 World Cup. And that's the central focus of this scandal. And the FIFA organization used the money they use the United States banking system to keep all their bribe money. And that's why the prosecutors are going after FIFA in the United States. And South Africa official says the cash was to fund a development football, soccer, they call it football. In the United States, we say soccer, for the African diaspora in the Caribbean. And that was the reason why they paid $10 million. But it was a wink-wink. It was to get the World Cup. So FIFA, this is the Godfather, the Goodfellas, and the Sopranos all rolled up into the FIFA organization. They had every country in their back pocket except for the United States. So they're on trial. They'll be on trial. And, the United States is going to really fight hard to bring down this organization. Andre, what you think about the FIFA?
This is kind of my neck of the woods because anywhere there's sport, if you can bet on a sport, you know that there's someone dictating the program. That's just plain and simple. But it's just not soccer. It's NFL. It's one of the worst ones. I'm going to say it's the NBA, college basketball. It's all influenced by somebody else. We'll just leave it at that because I'm not going to open a can of worms. But there's things that go on in sports betting, line shifts, where wise guys are laying the money. There's tips that come out on what's going to go on in the game, what could possibly happen. It's sad, but it's just the nature of the game, and you can't blame South Africa. It happens here in the United States, but we don't say much. We just keep our mouth shut.
Yeah.
But it happens. You got Vegas back door. You got the biggest casinos. Offshore. It happens everywhere. But South Africa he's got to be the downfall. There's always got to be the downfall person, and that's just the situation. But I knew a lot about the FIFA incident. It's been going on for a while with soccer and the corruption, referees and stuff. But it's when there's a bet, there's someone dictating the program, and that's the way the game is played. You just got to be on the right side. That's my recommendation. Keeping the clients on the right side.
Be on the right side? Well, these organizations are not going to be on the right side.
Yeah.
But the organization has been corrupted for a long time, and it's just now, coming to fruition what's going on.
Yeah. I think what you run into a danger of is that when the average sports fan becomes cynical, they'll stop the enthusiasm for the sport will wane. And, that's, like there was that period with boxing, and boxing is still suffering, but where things were just so fixed that as enthused as fans were, they started being disillusioned and watching other sports. And that's Lance Armstrong did a lot of damage to cycling.
Hey, for real, you did.
Yeah, a lot of damage to cycling.
I can't even name the last Tour de France one. Who was it? Where was it?
Fifi the Foo.
Yeah. Hey,
back to the First Lady.
First Lady, take us on out of here.
Okay.
First Lady, take us on out of here.
The first 3 listeners to email us or send a shout out why these martial artists belong together will receive a $25 gift card from our friends at sportsacademy.com. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Jay Paisley on the first part of Shout Out.
Hey, Mr. Vaughn. What's up, Andre?
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code FREE61 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code FREE61. That's FREE61 at AdamandEve.com.
The music blows from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. First Lady, I can't wait to hear the music from your homie from your part of the woods, Jay Paisley.
On Shout Out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining stars. If we like what we hear, we'll give the track a shout out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning we had Jay Paisley out of the land, Florida, with tracks from his album, Real Talk. Let's hear Don't Judge Me.
Until you walk around in my shoes, and I talk to the hood one time, just one time. Can I talk to the hood one time, the hood one time? So you walk around in my shoes, till you hold it down like I wear I do. Till you see the pain that I've seen, till you cry the tears that I've cried. And don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. Don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. Have you ever got paid on Friday? Turn around and you broke on Monday. Have you ever felt like if it wasn't for bad luck, then you wouldn't even have no luck at all? Have you ever been one step away from hitting that block like every day? Have you ever had people scandalize your name and try to throw salt in the game? So you walk around in my shoes, till you hold it down like I wear I do. Till you see the pain that I've seen, till you cry the tears that I've cried. And don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. Don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. Have you ever had a child on the way from somebody that you really don't know? Started out stepping in the name of love, should've left her ass up in the club. It's 10 months later and she said that the child is mine. And I really don't know cause I went in blind. Now I'm down here taking this test, praying to the Lord that he get me up out this mess. Till you walk around in my shoes, till you hold it down like I wear I do. Till you see the pain that I've seen, till you cry the tears that I've cried. And don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. Don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. Have you ever just cried a bucket of tears when you look back over the years? See, me and my dog, we was 15 days apart, and when he died, it just broke my heart. Now I'm sitting here on this track, wishing I can bring my homie back. And even though I got a lifetime of memories, I still wish my dog was here with me. In my shoes, till you hold it down like I wear I do. Till you see the pain that I've seen, till you cry the tears that I've cried. And don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. Don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. Until you walk a mile in my shoes, till you hold it down like I do, till you see the pain that I've seen, till you cry the tears that I've cried. Then don't judge me. Until you walk a mile in my shoes.
Okay, Don't Judge Me. That was Don't Judge Me. So is this track going to get a shout out, or are we going to hit the mute? So let's go to our panel. DizzieMac, what did you think of Don't Judge Me?
Well, I know he said don't judge me, but I'm going to judge him. And I'm going to judge him hard. I have a good friend named Miss Cookie, and I'm going to borrow a page from her book, and I'm going to fertilize him with a couple of truckloads. He said don't judge me, I'm going to judge him. He is getting the mute button put down, all the way down. Mute him.
It's the mute button, all right. Andre, what do you think of Don't Judge Me, Jay Paisley?
I thought it was pretty smooth. I'm not big on the R&B, but it sounded all right. Just kind of over and over, the chorus, but I guess that's what the R&B is all about. But I'll give him a shout out.
Ooh, Andre's down on R&B. Ooh, Ronnie B, what do you think about Jay Paisley?
I'm give him a shout out. I thought it was well mixed, had a nice little tempo rolling that you could kind of bounce and groove to. Not a particularly sophisticated track, but nice, clean. You could hear his voice. You could hear the words he was saying, and even though he kept the lyrics kind of simple, but hey, look, I know. I'm just gonna say, brother, yeah, there's some people who a whole bunch of us know about getting paid on Friday and being broke on Monday. But look, we know them was who they got paid Friday, and before they got paid, they was broke. So I'm giving it a shout out.
All right, you can shout out. I'm gonna shout out too, DizzieMac. I don't know what you were saying. I thought it was a nice tune. I thought, like Ronnie B said, it was smooth, but very simple type of tune. But I thought he had a nice voice, and he sang in tune. So I mean, yeah, I'm gonna shout it out. So we'll hear another performance from Jay Paisley on part 2 of Shout Out.
I hope a better performance.
Is that the sound of my favorite underwater friend? Is it time for Flip It?
All right, it's time for Flip It, where our hosts defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. And on our panel, gracing us this week, we have Andre Ramirez. That's right, you know him, Extreme Sports Picks. What's been happening over at Extreme Sports Picks, Andre Ramirez?
Man, we've been busy. We just got a new contract with a couple casinos down in Vegas. You can get we have what's called a free tip sheet that's called the Vegas Tipsters, and I'm featured in the Venetian in Vegas, the Palazzo, the M, the Hard Rock, Tropicana, all Stevenson casinos. Oh man, the list goes on. When you place your bets, look on the counter. You're gonna see Andre Ramirez on there.
Okay, you heard it. You heard it from the man. You heard it from his lips. Not made up. You heard the man. The Cavaliers had the Warriors on the ropes, but they let them get off the hook. Did the coach of the Cavaliers get outcoached by Coach Kerr? Was LeBron being outcoached by a rookie coach? Since LeBron is the one coaching the team, right? We asked the panel to defend. Anything short of a championship, Coach Black got to go. To tell the truth, even with a title, he has to go. DizzieMac, defend.
The Cavaliers didn't get outcoached, to me. They got outplayed. I just think it was that simple. You have a team that has a bench. Steve Kerr can go to his bench and get former All-Stars, Iguodala, Lee. You got Barbosa. You got Sean Livingston. You got Ezeli. You got people that you can bring off the bench and affect the game, whereas Black doesn't have that. It's almost like he doesn't have nobody. He's not going to dust off Mike Miller, Sean Marion. They're not coming in the game doing nothing but just getting blown past. So don't embarrass them like that. Keep them on the bench. They like, hey, I don't even want LeBron going. I'm just back. I got the best seat in the house. And Black will go if they don't win. Black will go. He will be gone. Watch him go out of time. Well, they had said Steve Kerr offered him an assistant coaching position, which I'm sure could be still open after he beat him for this title before the season. But Cleveland came a-calling, and Black went to going to Cleveland. LeBron, hey, I don't think he was our coach. He just don't have the soldiers with him. I mean, he got soldiers, but, hey, I don't know. I mean, put it like this. There's just nothing to really go to off the bench. So I just think it's a matter of time before somebody's getting sent packing out of town. David Black.
Well, you heard it from the Maxter. Anything short of a championship, Coach Black got to go. Andre Ramirez defend.
Man, the incident with the Cavaliers, they just give everything up to LeBron. LeBron sells money. That's just the bottom line. You keep LeBron in there, the fans are wagging their tail. You put somebody else in there, the fans are not shouting. Kind of like the whole Michael Jordan incident. I'm also going to say this. It's not just, I'm going to defend the coach, but it has a lot to do with the referees. The game, I'm going to make this point out for everybody here. This game's going to go all the way. It's not going to be a sweep because it has to go all the way because the NBA makes their money. So guaranteed, those NBA referees, there's, favoritism going on. And watch a lot of favoritism going on with LeBron. Sometimes, it's the referees. They're not going to give him his day. Game, they'll give him his game. So, that's it. I'm going to just keep it kind of short and just watch the game go all.
Okay, all right. First Lady, Coach Black, gotta go.
Well, yeah, he definitely has to go because Coach Black lost that game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. First of all, Coach Black is allowing LeBron James to run too much of the show. I mean, the LeBron James-Black relationship has been so awkward that it's unbelievable. As we indicated, LeBron is running the show as the coach. And unfortunately, LeBron is just inserting himself as the point guard too much. And he's not even asking permission. So that's the reason why Black needs to go. He has to take control of the team, and he's not doing that. He's letting LeBron take control of the team. And that last second shot that LeBron took before the overtime was an example of not having input from the coach. If LeBron had made that shot and they had even made a better shot, Kyrie Irving would not have his broken kneecap today. So this is what I'm saying. Coach Black has to go. He doesn't have control of his team. We all know LeBron is the great one, but LeBron can't be the coach and the player too. He is not a player coach. David Black is the coach, and he needs to step up to the plate and act like he's the darn coach, or the Cleveland Cavaliers will be out of this finals real fast. They will lose the next 3 games.
Ooh. Wow. Thrown down. Bam.
Oh, bam.
Okay, well, you know that this is Flip It and anything is possible. So we asked the panel to defend. Coach Blatt is taking a secondary role to player coach LeBron James. This is a smart move. Keep Coach Blatt. There is no coach in the league who could come in and overrule Coach LeBron. Pure and simple. DizzieMac, the fan.
It was a very, very astute, smart move by Coach David Blatt to step back. Again, when you have to answer the questions after the game from the media, all we have to do is say, I got the best player on the planet. What else am I supposed to do but let him do his thing? I mean, because I'm going to get criticized to hear him back if I take the ball out of his hands. So leave the ball in his hands. He want to jack up a shot? Oh, yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. He's the best player. I can't have nobody else shooting. Who else is going to shoot? I mean, who else is going to play make? So, no, staying back is a smart move. Hey, let Coach LeBron do his thing. Call the play in the huddle. Hey, it worked against Chicago when he called his own number. So why not? I'm a smart man by letting the best player do his thing. Keep Coach Black. I mean, who else is going to be able to do that? Any other coach is going to try to overcoach, take the ball out of LeBron's hands. I mean, hey, anytime he's ever lost in the finals, the ball is left his hands and went to somebody else that probably shouldn't have been involved in the play. He's 2-4. Hey, so he's been proving himself as a coach in the league. Has he won 11 titles like Bill Russell? No, but hey, he's been to 5 straight finals. Let the man coach. Let him do his thing. You can't go wrong. Keep Coach Black. Cleveland.
Okay.
Don King, what's up?
All right. Well, we heard the defense from DizzieMac. The head honcho over at Extreme Sports Picks defend.
The coach is doing a fine job. LeBron runs the show when he's on the court, and it ain't the coach shooting the shots and moving around the court. It's LeBron, and LeBron, he's a captain. You got to have a captain on the team, just like Brady. Brady controls the football field. Well, LeBron controls the court, and he can play with his eyes closed. So a person like that, is the key in knowing when to come in and make that shot. And LeBron knows that he's going to get the favoritism on the court as well. There's a funny incident regarding, say, a guy was, he fouled him. There was a guy maybe, 2 feet away. The referee has something to do with that. And it happened before, and that ain't the first time. So, he knows that he has that favoritism when he has the ball, and everybody knows. So it's a good idea, to let the celebrity, handle the basketball while he's playing. Because it's more likely, he's going to make that shot, or someone's going to call a foul. So, it's fine.
All right. We heard the defense from the savvy tongue silver person. We have, but we haven't heard from First Lady. Please defend.
Well, like DizzieMac said, what other coach would allow a player to take over the coaching duties? I don't know any NBA coach other than David Blatt. He had to compromise more than any coach you can imagine this year, whether or not he was willing to do it or not. But that's basically his job as the coach, and he had to scrap a lot of things. He had to scrap his offense to allow LeBron to do what he needs to do on the court. He also, if you remember, Tyrone Lue was calling plays behind his back. Calling the timeouts behind his back. So David Blatt really had to sacrifice a lot. So keeping the fact that they made it to the finals, I think it's a good thing to bring David Blatt back because of the fact that he is very flexible and he knows how to adapt to dealing with a player like LeBron, who's very headstrong and really wants to take control of the team. And he's a leader, and you can't go wrong with LeBron, and David Blatt realizes that. So he has no problem letting LeBron do what he wants to do, and let LeBron run the show. He's just there to give guidance, and basically he's there on his coattails. So bring David Blatt back. He's very flexible, and that's the type of coach you need with LeBron. But that's the reason why LeBron had issues in Miami. He and Eric Spoelstra, they had a lot of run-ins because LeBron wanted to dictate the offense. but he couldn't do that in Miami, so that's why he's in Cleveland, and they have the right coach for them.
Ooh.
First lady.
Well, you have heard Flippy for this week. It's First Lady, please take us to break.
Stay tuned. Up next, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2.
That's the First Lady and the Savvy Tough Sucker, my people.
Extreme Sports Picks.
Credit card debt was kicking my butt. Filing for bankruptcy was not for me. I spoke with those debt consolidation people who only wanted me to keep the debt I had for what seemed like a century. A friend said, "Your debt destroyed." I said, "What?" They said, "Your debt destroyed." They said, "Contact Sharon at Your Debt Destroyed and let her team of experts eliminate your debt while building up your credit worthiness." I contacted Sharon, and she put her team to work to destroy my debt with a plan that was easy to follow and gave me and my family peace of mind. Don't consolidate your debt, eliminate your debt. Contact Sharon at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call her at 888-431-2829, extension 2.
Welcome back. You are listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. It's time for the funnies. DizzieMac, over to you.
Thank you, First Lady. And we have our 18th Need to Grow story of 2015. First Lady, you're going to like this one. Andre, you're going to get a big kick out of this one. The auto car burglar overlooked a lottery ticket worth $1 million. The couple said the lottery ticket was right underneath a pair of sunglasses stolen by the burglar. The couple, who requested anonymity, said they forgot to check the numbers on their Powerball ticket after it failed to win the $350 million jackpot in February's drawing. We didn't even think about a second chance prize. They said the ticket sat in their car for about 3 months. Someone broke into our car a few weeks ago and stole a pair of sunglasses. The stolen sunglasses were actually sitting atop the winning ticket. What a close call. The couple checked the numbers on the ticket May 14th and discovered they had won $1 million second chance prize. The burglar, meanwhile, will have to make do with a pair of used sunglasses. you big dummy. I tell you, hey, burglars all over the place now are going to be, hey, I see an old lottery ticket, let me get it just to make sure, just to check and see if I get second chance money redemption out of here. He's probably kicking himself and probably threw the sunglasses so far away, it ain't even funny. First Lady, we have a special treat. A special bonehead needs to grow, making it our 19th of the year. Now, Ray McDonald, an ex-NFL player who was arrested twice in the same week. The Bears gave him a second chance, and he made sure no other team would give him a third. That big dummy.
No.
2 times in a week. I mean, right, Pete? 2 times in a week.
I mean, you know, it's like you are already on. You are ISO thin. You know, hey, look, breathe hard, and you go through. And not only do you get arrested, and they boot you. They like, look, we ain't even gonna discuss it. But any hope that someone would say, okay, well, look, because there's always another sucker. You just said, I spit on your grave. You know.
We got him being in Chicago. He didn't even get to Chicago to get it to have.
Well, I thought he participated in like one of those off-season things or something. You know,
but
that he'd
in California.
You know, Andre, what's up with Brother Ray? Andre, give us a scoop. He just can't keep his hands off of women.
Man, he didn't learn from Rice. But it's one of those things, he's got to control his anger issue. It's actually cheaper for him to go get an apartment, pack his stuff and leave. Why are you gonna cost yourself all those millions of dollars? This guy, you can tell he has no brains at all. I kind of question his college, when he went to school. Yeah, don't you have any common sense? But a lot of these athletes, they never studied in college. They got someone else doing their homework, and that's kind of proves to show, how, a guy like this that has a good career, just straight dumb.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll put it like this: I can't blame college for just stupid.
Oh,
because hey, that's just stupid stuff, like God, well, maybe since you right now, maybe you need to lay off women for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Way off, way up, take out your aggression on the football field and just leave it like that for a while, Because you in relationships, you got issues. You got some issues.
Big time. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, Ray McDonald need to grow. We'll see someplace panhandling. Andre, watch out, man! Watch out, Andre.
Hey, you know what, man? Him breaking down doors, man. He came in like he was the feds.
Hey, you know it. But hey, but that's just Flipper. That's just Flipper breaking down the door, splashing all on us.
I wonder if he used his head to go through the door like a battling ram. Use that football helmet.
Time for flipping where a host defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. You are Kent Babb. You write in a book that Allen Iverson was drunk when he was recorded ranting, the one practice. Stephen A. Smith, a certain commentator on a big-time sports show, has stepped up immediately to defend Iverson and says it is a flat-out lie. Panel defend. Where there is smoke, there is fire. Even if he wasn't given his behavior, it's not hard to imagine that maybe he was drunk. DizzieMac defend.
Well, I believe Allen Iverson does have a drinking problem, and a gambling problem, and a woman problem. But I believe he does drink. And he said that he had a close friend that had just passed away. Now, at that time, and they wanted him to go back in and do the news conference, and I think it was well known within the organization that he may have been at times drinking. I mean, I don't know if he was particularly drunk that day. He probably wasn't, but if Larry Brown, when asked the question, uses the tipping motion, like the drinking motion, to kind of describe, he may have been out there messing around, throwing his hand up like he was drinking. There's got to be something to it. Maybe not that day, but it probably was a lot of other days he was drunk. I mean, sometimes when you listen to him back in the time when he was talking, he seemed a little bit out of sorts, a little bit, like he had a taste of something, Hennessy, Remy Martin or something. But I don't know. Kind of makes a difference. I just think that he wasn't drunk that day. That's why Stephen A. said, hey, not on my watch. Now, when I was interviewing him, he wasn't drunk that day.
Okay, all right. Andre Ramirez, defend.
Well, Allen Iverson does have a reputation even since high school. I remember throwing chairs at that poor little white girl when she split her head open, and his party lifestyle. Actually, Iverson was able to get away with murder. I remember that trial, the incident. But I like Iverson. Kind of not. I like the fat boy. You can't prove. Was there a sobriety test? Did they blow into you? You can't say I'm guilty because you never tested my blood alcohol. So we're gonna keep it at that. I'm innocent till proven guilty.
If the glove don't fit, you gotta quit. Okay, First Lady defeat.
Well, Allen Iverson, as we all know, was a party animal, and he partied a lot, and he probably was up all night before that press conference drinking and partying. But when you're an alcoholic, and I'm not saying that Allen Iverson is one, but you have a tendency to function normal. So it's a possibility he had been drunk the night before, but when he got to the press conference, his speech wasn't slurred, but he still had effects of alcohol on him. And that's normal for somebody who constantly drinks a lot. So he was able to function well, but I'm not saying he's an alcoholic. And this writer, for him to write something like that, he must know what he's talking about, because he can get that's slander if it's not true. So I guess you have to believe him. He was probably around Allen Iverson during those years. So you gotta believe it. As far as I'm concerned, Allen Iverson party hardy a lot in his lifetime. So he stopped talking about practice. If you think about it, how many times did he say practice? Kept saying practice, practice. We're talking about practice. That doesn't sound like somebody normal who wasn't drinking. So maybe he was drinking.
He said it 22 times.
All right. Well, you've heard the defense, but you know that we're going to flip the script. And let's remember that Allen Iverson was the new look of the NBA, the hip-hop generation. Hard gangster rap. And, it was just, it had come away from an era of, let's say, the Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird era was over. These were the new boys in town, and they were scary. Fear of a Black Planet. Battle defeat. As Stephen A. Smith said, when you simply listen to the video, there's no evidence of slurred speech or drunken behavior. I think Brother Iverson got a case. DizzieMac defend.
Oh, yeah, AI has a case, because, again, he didn't look like he was drunk. It looked like he was beat down. Practice had probably taken a toll on him. When you're drinking, it does take a toll on your body and mind and stuff. But that particular day, he seemed normal. It was answering the questions. He didn't turn the table over and do anything irrational that sometimes drunk people would do when confronted with a situation. He sat there and went through it and done it, and he didn't, sound like he was buckling at all or slurring at all or anything like that. So I think he has a case. I don't think that, the tape, shows that he was, there and he was speaking normally like he normally did and does. And I can't find nothing wrong with him. Like Andre said, blood alcohol, if you had tested him then, he may not have been a .08. He may have been a .05 or 4. Like First Lady said, you still may be having some of the effects in you, but he was able to pull it off and be as normal as he could be under the circumstances. He got a case.
All right. Andre Ramirez, what's the odds of him having a case?
Oh, man, he's favorite to have a case, man. He's a walking case. That's Iverson for you. It's just, I'm a big fan of Iverson. I like his character. But how do you know if he's sober or if he's drunk? Because he has that look when he's talking. So, you know, I just
you say you got that look when you
it's almost like when you ever talk to a drunk guy, you know, an alcoholic, you know, are you buzzed or are you normal? You know, you're like a functional. So I just think maybe he was tired, maybe he had a cold, he took some NyQuil, you know, something along the lines, but you know, he forgets. He doesn't have a really good memory. But just plead the fifth. Plead the fifth and you're fine.
Okay, well, we heard the fifth from Andre say the odds are a walking case. Okay, First Lady to see it.
Of course, Allen Iverson has the case. This individual is just trying to sell books off of Iverson's name, and that's what he's trying to do. I mean, recently I watched the Showtime special about the documentary about Iverson, and they went into details about the press conference. And like DizzieMac said, he wasn't showing any signs of alcohol use. I mean, he didn't slur his speech. The only thing he said, practice, but other than that, everything seemed to be the same old Allen Iverson. That's like how Iverson talks. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he needs to get his lawyer and really go after this guy because he's just putting things in a book to sell it. That's what people do. People like controversy. So I guess he had to bring up this controversy about Allen Iverson because now he's not at the top anymore. You know, he is struggling. You know, Allen Iverson was definitely one of the pound-for-pound greatest basketball players for his stature, and he's falling on hard times now. So you want to kick somebody while they're down, and that's just what this individual is doing. So, Allen, get your lawyer and lawyer up and fight this, because this is slander.
And Brother Iverson, I have a few loved ones who they was kicked when they was down. So you can come on back, bro. and it's a good move getting back with your ex-wife since she has all the money.
Yeah.
Good move. And she kind of cute, too. You know, hey. Got a winner there, brother. First Lady, take us to break.
On the other side of the break, we have another performance from Jay Paisley on Shout Out. Please stay tuned.
Practice.
Oh, how special. Oh, beautiful, just beautiful. Oh, how adorable is that?
Edible Arrangements has a fresh fruit bouquet to make any occasion special. Our bouquets are made with fresh premium fruit, arranged in a variety of stunning displays. Make every occasion special with Edible Arrangements. Guys, the baby's over here.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay, yes. And don't even think about touching my Edible Arrangements.
For pickup or delivery nationwide, call 877-DO-FRUIT, 877-DO-FRUIT, or go to ediblearrangement.com. That's ediblearrangement.com. Yeah.
Oh, my. What a nice-looking baby you've got there.
Make all your special moments. Moments with Edible Arrangements.
You are listening to Brawls, Panties and Sports. It's time for Shout-Out Part 2, the picks and the button alley. Flows from around the globe to get a shout-out from the First Lady and us, the crew, the crew, the panel, whatever. I sounded like I'm slurring. First Lady, over to you. You know,
okay, we have another performance from Jay Paisley. DJ, let's hear the track, I Got Your Back.
Hey, you know I got your back, right?
No, I got your back.
When you feeling down and a little bit blue, I got your back. I got your back. When you feeling like you can't make it through, I got your back. I got your back. I got your back. I got your back. A little bit off life. But you got me at my best. Gotta thank God 'cause I know I'm blessed. You're the apple of my eye. You're the ribbon in my sky. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Girl, you know I got your back. After all the things that we've been through, I am still in love with you. You always take away my pain. Boy, you are my everything. The best decision in my life was the day I became your wife. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Boy, you know I got your back. Down and a little bit blue, I got your back. I got your back. When you feeling like you can't make it through, I got your back. I got your back.
Getting a shout out or hitting the mute button. All right, Andre, I'm going to start off with you since you love R&B so much. What did you think of Jay Paisley?
It looks pretty smooth. You know, he said it got your back. So, you know, he's a writer, and you know, I like that. You know, but he can also mean something else. But I think he has a nice way to convey. So, give a good shout out for Mr. Paisley.
All right, Ronnie B.
Well, I'm on the fence with this track. One, too much of the "I got your back," but I love I wanted to hear more from the lady sing and maybe him sing. So I'm gonna have to hit the mute button on this one. But because to me it just kind of teased me, and he could have worked the lyrics out to be less repetitive, you know. So I got to hit the mute button.
Okay, DizzieMac. DizzieMac. I guess DizzieMac already hit the mute button.
Yeah, I hit the mute button. I all the way hit the mute button on that because I don't have either one of their backs. Hey, they was just a little bit too repetitive on it, and like I said, you know, do some singing. Sing it out.
Singing, I know. It's R&B. I agree with you, too. I have hit the mute on that. I didn't like that song at all. I really couldn't even understand what Jay Paisley was singing. He sounded so clearly on the first record, and then his voice sounded kind of muffled to me for some reason. And as you said, it was very repetitive. Very repetitive. I got your back. I got your back. We need something more than I got your back. So I'm hitting the mute button, definitely. That's the end of shout out. If you like what you heard from Jay Paisley, hit him up at jpaisleymusic.com. If you like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. It's time for the picks. Unfortunately, we don't have our results. So we have to work on that with our producers and interns and whoever is responsible for taking care of that. So let's continue with the NBA Hoop Picks to see which one of our panelists will be the champion of the hoops. Let's go to the questions. The Warriors will win Game 2. 100 points for the correct answer and a minus 150 for an incorrect answer. Ooh, these points are getting high. DizzieMac, what do you think? The Warriors will win Game 2, yes or no?
Yes.
That was a Emphatic yes. You said yes. Ronnie B for Joe.
Yes.
Yes. Andre, what's the bet on this? The Warriors are going to win game 2?
Man, that's a tough one. I know they're 8-point favorite, but I'm going to roll with the Cavs to even up the series.
Well, I'm with you, Andre. I think the Cavs will even up the series. Even though Kyrie is not there, J.R. Smith better step up if they have a chance to win. So I'm definitely going to say the Cavs are going to even up the series. They got to, because they can't go down 0-2. All right. Warriors will win game 3. 300 points for the correct answer and 200 points for the incorrect answer. All right, Andre, I'm going to start with you.
Cavs.
All right. Tick-tock, tick-tock. All right, Andre. Clock is...
I'm with the Cavaliers. I like the Cavs on the game 3, definitely.
Oh, you like Cavs on the game 3? So you
yes.
think Cavs are going to win 2 games in a row?
Wait a minute. You know what?
Did I say something?
Well, Golden State leads 1-0 in game 2. So I like game 2. I like the second. Yeah, I like the second game for the Cavs to pick up. But then I also like the Cavs to take game 3 as well.
All right. Ronnie B, what does Joe think?
And Joe thinks the Cavs.
Okay. DizzieMac?
The Warriors will win game 3.
I think the Warriors will win game 3 also. I told you this game is going to 7. The series, it was going to 7. I don't know how it's going to go now with Kyrie being out, but I still think the Cavs can bounce back. But I think it's going to be, I don't see at this point a team winning 2 games in a row. So I'm going to pick the Warriors to win game 3. Steph Curry will lead all scorers in game 2. 100 points for the correct answer and 75 for the incorrect answer. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no for Steph Curry leading. Because I think LeBron scored 44 in the first game. He's going to have to score at least 60. So he's definitely going to be the leading scorer, LeBron. So I'm going to say no. Andre, what do you think?
I'm going to go with no as well.
Okay. DizzieMac?
I'm going with no. Yeah, like you said, with LeBron having to score over 40 each game, it's going to be hard for Steph to hit that. They'll still win, but he won't be the leading scorer in the game.
All right. And Ronnie Beef, Joe's pick?
Steph Curry will lead all scorers in game 2.
LeBron James will lead all scorers in game 3. 200 points for the correct answer, 100 points for the minus 100 points for the incorrect answer. DizzieMac.
Yes.
Yes. Ronnie B for Joe.
No.
Okay. Andre.
LeBron James will lead in points in game 3.
I'm going to say, believe it or not, no. Game 3. Because I have the Warriors winning game 3, so I'm going to say no. LeBron's going to come out in game 2, but I think in game 3 he might be more of a facilitator, so I'm going to say no. A Warrior player will have a flagrant foul in game 2. Andre. Okay, 50 points for the correct, minus 100 for incorrect. Andre?
No flagrant foul.
No. Ronnie B for Joe?
Yes, a flagrant foul.
DizzieMac?
No.
The refs got to try to help the Cavs win the game.
I was going to say the Cavs. I was going to say they will have a flagrant foul because the Cavs are probably going to get downright dirty because they got to start winning the game too. So I'm going to say yes, there will be a flagrant foul. I look for J.R. Smith to get a flagrant foul in game 2. The Cavaliers.
Well, that's on the Cavs, but it's a Warriors player that will have.
You're right. I'm sorry. A Warrior player will have a flagrant foul. Okay, then let me change that. No. A Warrior player will not have a flagrant foul in game 2. All right. The Cavaliers will have better free throw percentage in game 3. I'm going to say no. The Cavaliers will not have a better free throw percentage in game 3. DizzieMac?
I'm right there with you. No, they won't.
Ronnie B for Joe?
No, they will not.
And Andre?
No.
Okay. We promise next week we'll have our results. So before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. DizzieMac, what did you miss?
I missed an Oakland A's player pitching right-handed and left-handed against the Boston Red Sox. When has that last happened? If it ever happened, I missed that. He pitched with both arms and got out.
I don't think I've ever seen. Has that ever happened before?
It's very rare, very rare.
Yeah. Wow. Andre of ExtremeSportsPitch.com, what did you miss?
Man, I missed a lot of things this week, actually. But yeah, I was a little tied up on the betting side and kind of fell. I've been on the short side and haven't been on the positive for this month yet. I'm still behind by 2 games. But we got some big things going up in the betting. I've been missing a lot of the boxing lately, but I'll still big money with the Mayweather. We got some exciting games for next week. Keep an eye on. Sign on to my Twitter account. Follow me at twitter.com/Andre Ramirez 559. You get my updates on the games, and I got a lot of free picks going on. If you want to make some extra cash, it's fast, easy. Open up an account, bet the games, and make money.
Hey, Andre, is American Pharaoh winning the Triple Crown?
I don't know. I'm not big on the horse.
Oh, you're not big on handicapping the horses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go American Pharaoh. Ronnie B, what did you miss?
Well, Serena Williams winning the French Open for her 20th Grand Slam singles title. It is becoming apparently totally clear that she is about to go down as the greatest tennis player in history.
That's right. She's only 2 wins behind Steffi Graf to become the all-time winner as far as Grand Slam titles. So, and what did I miss? I was watching the tennis and I did miss it, but I did miss Djokovic. He beat Murray this morning, so he's going to be in the finals against somebody that I never even heard of. So anyway, we'll see how tennis will do.
How is there? There are no new scandals in the tennis world. They become irrelevant.
Yeah, tennis been kind of quiet.
They've been just quietly just playing their game. So something has got to come up. Somebody done drop kick somebody. Somebody been sleeping with somebody else's somebody. The dirt has got to come out of tennis. We know y'all got some laundry.
Right. We love the Williams girl, Venus. I think it's time to retire. All right.
No. Did you guys get to see that picture with Christy with the baseball pants?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The fan in the stands. Yeah, that is sad. I think the person is on life support right now. So our hearts go out to that young lady. Hope she has a speedy recovery. Yeah, that was a very freak accident that took place.
Exactly.
Well, this is Cheryl Smith and the crew, and you have been listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports.